3D daisy on a magnetic stem so that it fits into my 4D vase acrylic nailer tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish. Hi everyone! In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I made this little 3D daisy on a magnetic stem that goes into a vase that is attached to a nail. So the idea for this is that you can have the vase on a nail and then keep switching out the flowers because you can have different flowers on different stems and you can just replace them, which I think is just so cool. I hope you guys are liking all of these as much as I am, and I may have to continue to make some more even though I had planned just to make these two. It was so much fun that I may just have to make a couple more and make a few more vases and just kind of switch them out. I don't know. Let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. But in this one, it's going to be daisies. I really like daisies. I love how versatile they are and how simple they are and just very classic and pretty. So I hope you guys like this too. And don't forget to go to the description box to see the rose video as well as how I made the vase itself. And don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well. So to start with, you're going to want to mark the bottom of the magnet. So just attach a magnet to the bottom of the vase, just let it click into place, and then make a mark on the side that is down, that is showing that's exposed. So then cut off a piece of wire. So I'm just going to take some medium gauge jewelry wire, cut off a length that is at least as long as I want the flower to be, or this flower stem to be, and then put some nail glue on it and glue it to the unmarked side of the magnet. So you want that little Sharpie mark to be exposed on the other side. This way you know that the poles are going to line up and that you're going to have a magnet that will attach to the magnet on the inside of the vase when you go to click your flower in. Then paint that wire with some green gel polish and then throw that into your lamp to cure. After it's cured, go ahead and bend the end of your little wire at a 90-degree angle so that it kind of makes a little L shape and sticks out. Then on a nail form backing, go ahead and I'm just going to lay down a bead of white acrylic and then press that out into a nice little circle. Just keep pressing it out. You want to let it set just a tiny bit, and then using a silicone tool, you're going to want to just make indents for the little petals. Don't be too specific about it or exact about it. You can kind of be crazy with it. I first just created little indents and then I kind of pushed in around the petals with a sharper little silicone tool. Then pick that up and set that over the top of that little L shape, that little angle on your piece of wire, and then press that flower over the top of that wire. So the wire should stick through your flower at this point. Then go back through with some more white acrylic and add a little bit of acrylic over the top of, I would say, every other petal or so. It wasn't that exact of a process. I just added some acrylic over the top of petals here and there so that they weren't all the same thickness, so they kind of stuck up a little differently. And that's just going to add a lot more thickness and a lot more dimension to your flower without really doing all of that much. So just take and kind of increase the thickness of some of your petals. And then after you have those on there, your flower is probably still going to be a little wiggly on your stem. So you're going to want to take some yellow acrylic before you mess around with it too much and set that bead of yellow right in the center of your daisy. Press that out into a little circle. Don't make it too big. You want to make sure that it doesn't look, like it's taken over the flower. And then with your cone-shaped silicone tool, after that yellow acrylic has started to turn matte, go ahead and just poke it. Poke it a whole bunch of times with that little pointy silicone tool. You can also use a toothpick or something like that. And just create the texture, and then add the little leaves that are on the underside of the daisy with some green acrylic paint. Green acrylic. But then with acrylic paint, I'm going to be highlighting my flower with just some little yellow lines on each of the petals. This is really going to brighten them up and make sure that your daisy looks like it does have individual petals and really make everything easier to see. And then I also highlighted the center of the flower, that yellow part, with diluted white paint. And I'm going to go through and add highlights to the underside of the flower too, just because the way this is and the way the vase is set up, you could easily see both the underside and the top of it, so you want to make sure both look fantastic. And then add a layer of gel sealer over the top of your flower and cure it. If you do have gel sealer on both sides, make sure that you cure it in such a way that both the top and the bottom of your flower get hit by the curing light. And that is it. That is it for this flower. For the gel polish that I used on the stem, it was a one-step gel polish, so I didn't need to worry about adding anything on top of that. It was good to go after just the one coat. So I hope you like it, and I will put a link to the rose video in the description box below. And I am thinking I am going to be making some more of these flower videos, so I'll put links to those all in the description box when they become available. Please share recreations with me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!